The woman slid her dog's leash across my counter and whispered, "If a man comes asking for him, say you've never seen us." Then she left a folded note under the clipboard and walked out without looking back. I work the front desk at this pet boarding place, and I see all kinds of situations, but this felt different immediately. Her dog was this golden mix with a red harness, just wagging at everyone like this was the best day ever. She wasn't. She had her hoodie sleeves pulled down over her hands, and her eyes kept darting to the door like she expected someone to burst through at any moment. When I asked for her name, she said, "Erin Patel," real quiet. Said the dog's name was Cooper, and she needed him boarded for 1 week. She insisted on text only for communication and paid in cash, which isn't that unusual, but combined with everything else, it set off alarms in my head. The second she was gone, I opened that note she left, and my stomach just dropped. It said, "Do not release Cooper to anyone but me. If he comes, call 911. He has my spare key. He uses the dog to get to me." I tried to tell myself not to panic right away. Maybe it was just a messy breakup. Maybe she was being paranoid. But then the bell above the door chimed, and this man walked in smiling like he owned the place. "Hey," he says, all casual. "I'm here for Cooper. Erin forgot to tell you I'm authorized." I kept my voice as dull and professional as possible. "Last name on the reservation?" I asked him. "Miller," he said instantly, without even thinking about it. But our screen clearly said Patel for the reservation. I clicked around slowly, buying time. "I'm not seeing that," I told him. "Do you have ID?" He laughed like this was all some big joke. "She's being dramatic. Just bring him out." While he was talking, I noticed his hand kept drifting toward the counter edge, like he expected me to just slide the leash over to him without question. I asked him, "What's Cooper's microchip number?" hoping for anything that would slow him down or catch him in a lie. He blinked, then scoffed at me. "I don't need that. I've had him for years." Right then, Cooper barked once from the back kennels, and the man smiled like that proved he owned the dog. For a split second, I wondered if I was misreading everything, if maybe I was the one being paranoid. Then I noticed his other hand, the one he was trying to keep out of sight, was clenched tight, shaking slightly, impatient. A couple waiting behind him stepped away, pretending not to listen, but I could see them tracking every move. My smile stayed on my face, professional as ever, but my palms were slick with sweat. "Policy," I told him. "Only the listed owner can pick up unless we have written authorization." His smile tightened into something dangerous. He leaned closer over the counter, invading my space. "Don't call her," he said, his voice dropping. "She'll make a scene." That sentence right there settled it for me. People who are harmless don't fear a simple phone call. I smiled back at him like I was being helpful. "Let me verify a detail," I said. Under the counter, my finger found our silent alert button and pressed it hard. I walked to the back at a normal pace, not rushing, not showing any panic. My manager, Lila, took one look at my face and knew something was wrong. She read the note once, her expression going serious. "Call 911, she said immediately. "And don't hand out that dog." When I returned to the front, the man was pacing now, his eyes fixed on the kennel hallway like he was about to charge through there himself. "I can hear him," he said, his voice tight. "He knows me." Before I could respond, Lila stepped up beside me. "Sir," she said, her voice firm. "You need to leave." His voice dropped to something low and threatening. "You can't keep my property." "Not your property," Lila shot back, not backing down an inch. That's when 2 officers walked in, and they just separated the air in the room immediately with their presence. The man snapped right back into charming mode, putting on this whole performance. "Thank God," he said to them. "They won't give me my dog." One officer asked him, "Relationship to the owner?" "Husband," he said without hesitation. "Full name and date of birth?" the officer asked next. He hesitated for just a second too long, then guessed. And he got it wrong. The officer's tone went flat and serious. "Step over here." While they were dealing with him, I called Erin. She answered on the first ring, her voice breathless. "Is he there?" "Yes," I said quietly. "Police are here." "Tell them there's a protection order," she said. "And check Cooper's harness." Lila brought Cooper up front, and the dog was just wagging his tail at the officers like this was all some fun game. Lila flipped the harness over and started feeling around, and that's when she found it. A small plastic square taped under the padding. An AirTag. One officer held it up, his expression grim. "Tracking device." He looked right at the man. "That's why you're here." The man's jaw clenched tight. "It's for the dog's safety," he tried. "Not with an active restraining order," the officer said after glancing at his screen. The man tried to bolt then, made it 2 steps toward the door before an officer grabbed him and pinned him against the counter. The whole lobby went dead quiet, except for the sound of Cooper's nails clicking on the tile as he shifted his weight. Erin arrived about 20 minutes later, shaking and furious, and relieved all at once. She dropped to her knees right there on the floor and hugged Cooper like he was oxygen itself. She looked up at me, her eyes filled with tears, and whispered, "He told me no one would believe me." I handed her back the note she'd left. "You made it impossible to ignore," I told her. "You left the truth where I had to see it."